And now,
Oh, and it's important to hear this video.
race and racism can't be talked about. Um, are we wasting our lives? There are so many talents lost, and the whole purpose of this segment is that it's a lot of people, even in Baltimore. Let's be more for real. A lot of people in this city that have a lot of talent, and we sit here and watch people that have talent at the talent
That's what we
that
do.
waste
We're
their lives,
producers. You know,
that,
we know,
that
right?
get killed on the streets. Yeah, and we're in the music scene, producers, what have you and whatnot. We are doing things where we know for sure what we're talking about. It's not just rhetoric that we're talking. So what I'm saying is we live in a community where we have a lot of people, man. We lost a lot of ones, man. I lost a lot of loved ones, lost a lot of ones to the streets, and it's like
Yes.
so many of them was talented, so many was artists, so many could paint, draw, tattoo, so many were like rappers, singers, so many was so talented in so many ways, you know what I'm saying? So gifted, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, are we wasting our lives? And that's my big thing, you know what I'm saying? Because like I believe in the Bible, as everybody know. I believe in the word.
Holy.
And it says your gift will make room for you, and gifts come without repentance. So everybody is born with a gift, and whether you believe in the Most High, whether you believe in the Creator or anything, that doesn't even matter. You're born with a gift, and it comes without repentance. So I believe everyone that's born in this world has a gift that they was given by the Creator. It's just a matter of if we will go out and take that risk and use that gift to see what it has for us. What you think about
All
that?
right, let's flip that other side of the coin. So, if you're born with a gift, how are you going to know the gift you have if you don't believe in God? That's Satan's powerful thing. Is if you don't believe in God, you're really not going to tap into your gift, because society set it up that they know your gifts are how well you can read and write.
Right.
See, because they don't know your gifts. So when you go to school, they only target on how well you read and write in arithmetic.
Mm-hmm.
So you never know who you are doing it that way. So if you don't spend time with God to understand what your skills and powers are, you're never gonna know. Because if you're not a great reader and writer, school is finished with you. Society is almost finished with you. Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
So if you got gifts that God has given you that really going to change our world, we'll never tap into it and get them because we have never learned who they are.
All right. First of all, as well, Brother Nadi, we appreciate you 100-fold, 200, a million-fold. He says artists and producers, to a degree, are scared to make it because somebody is definitely going to try to kill you, and that is an awesome point. You know what I'm saying? We live in like a crab in a bucket type of city, and we were also talking about how, on a different aspect outside of the box, how the crabs in the buckets are. But on a real note, on what we know what the crabs in the bucket is really when you're trying to make it, and when you're about to make it, and you at the top of the barrel, and you about to get out. You know what I'm saying? There's the people that drag you back down. You know what I'm saying? They either drag you under or they kill you. You know what I'm saying? We have plenty of examples like that with Law Scooter and things of that nature. So we got plenty of examples of us gatekeeping our own selves. Like we can't even make it our own selves because we are in an unhealthy competition with each other. And that's why I was saying as well too, are we wasting our lives? Because so many of these talents are being lost on these streets. I mean, look at Murder Inc., man. Look at the Baltimore's Memorial. Look at all these other pages across social media and see the lives that are being taken. See Chicago and their rappers, and as soon as their rappers start to get a little buzz and all of that stuff, look at how they just don't make it. I mean, they say now rap is the most dangerous profession that you can have. And I can agree with that. What would you say about that?
Listen, once again, I'm 60 years old.
Right.
Hey, I'm strictly Uncle Wayne from the middle of the streets. Let's flip the other side of the coin. Just like I said, all those criminal situations are different. Every person that make it and come back to the city don't get shot and killed. That's just not true. Some do, some don't. And I'm not putting any situation, but every situation is different. Now, when you make it to the top, you really don't know how that person made it to the top. Everybody don't make it to the top being nice and being kumbaya with everybody and they cool. A lot of times you make it to the top by stomping and stepping on people to get there. So a lot of times you leave some enemies that didn't forget. So a lot of times they jump into the front. It's me. I made it to the top by myself, and you really know that you didn't. And the people you left behind ain't gonna let you forget it. So you really don't know the story. I'm Uncle Wayne. I'm 60 years old. I done seen Rich and Famous several different times. And I say this to you all. Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. You know? That's just how what I'm saying. So every situation is different. But everybody ain't gonna kill everybody who made it rich and famous. That's just not true. And I know it's a lot of jealousy and hate, especially in B-more. I don't know what it is. Is it the water or what? It's a lot of jealousy. You know, it's a lot of jealousy in Baltimore, and we got a lack of loyalty. All at the same time. You hear that?
Jealousy,
And
envy,
a lack of loyalty.
jealousy, envy. We
And
got
a
a lot
lack
of
of loyalty.
unhealthy competition and all that stuff. And that's what I wanted to say too. A lot of times we are our own biggest
Worst
enemies.
enemies. Yes.
I mean, we would say that it's the white man. We would blame it on the
Not
white man.
anymore.
As much as we would like to,
Not anymore.
we have
It's
to
not
acknowledge. We have to acknowledge the. We gotta let's be more for real about the situation because we kill each other more than the police and the white man kill us. And let's be
Now
real.
we do.
Between each other, between us, let's just keep it real and say, look, we kill each other more
Now we do.
at an alarming pace. Now we do. It hasn't been that way before, but now it's been such ingrained, and that's the reason why I refuse to make, me personally, I refuse to make music that's the same as these other guys out here keep talking about killing and selling drugs. I mean, we just need something different. And the only thing about that is the different things about the music and all the stuff they won't promote. And look how it is. I've been making music for years now, and really, I kind of like last week when we was talking about tipping in America, how like when you work and you knowing that you're not gonna get tipped for your service, you kind of like lose morale. You know what I'm saying at that point because you know that music and stuff like that is not going to be pushed by the industry. It's not going to get the recognition it deserves because they have their own agenda, which is to keep on pushing this filth and this garbage that everybody keep on rapping and singing about. I mean, for goodness sakes, R&B used to be smooth, love related, but now it's just like selling drugs. It's like rap being sang. For real. It's like somebody singing rap lyrics. And that's what it's turned out to be. So I mean, although it's still good music, we have good producers, we have good engineers and things of that nature. It's still what is the message that we sending over to our own people?
Our younger generation. Remember, they are our future. What we put in the younger generation, I told you I'm 60. Remember, I woke up 21, 33, 42, 55. Now I'm 60. Time rolls and waits for no one. And what you do comes back on you. Prime example. This is what I'm telling you in life, what it is here. So, like I said, when it comes down to these entertainers, if these entertainers just keep being you. This is what I'm saying. Own up to what you did and move on. You can't go wrong.
Right.
But stop trying to be perfect and better than everyone else.
Right.
We can all get along.
Right.
We need each other. You know
Right.
how it is, whether
Right.
you like it or not. We
Right.
need each other.
Right. And look, see, just like everybody else, this podcast is not perfect. But if y'all could, those that's on Facebook, go ahead and share
The comments.
like and share the stream, excuse me, so that we can get the recognition that we deserve. We're talking about things that really matter. If you find something out of this conversation, please do us the due diligence of liking and sharing the stream. We also will hope that you guys will go over to the YouTube page. We're on YouTube. at the Be More For Real podcast. Now, and we also have the Gmail. So now, if y'all want to get in contact with us, you want to promote your business,
Yes.
you want some topics you want to talk about. Not only do we have the Instagram at Be More For Real podcast, we have the email. It's Be More For Real podcast at gmail.com. Again, that's Be More For Real podcast at gmail.com. And brother Nadi said again, he said you can't sing about love if you don't know it. And see, that's a good point. A lot of us do not know about love. The
That
situations that we've been forced in today
unconditional
is just,
love.
man, it's like,
That's
really,
the difference.
I think at the state that we're in right now is probably worse than the Jim Crow era, because at least in the Jim Crow era, we still had families, we still had camaraderie within
That
the black
unity,
community.
yeah.
We still had that unity. We still was able to create Black Wall Streets and all these different places within the United States that was black wealth and black excellence. But in these days and times, it seems like the only way that we get ahead is by destroying our own selves and showing death, poison, and all this stuff into our own community. And like, we're very frustrated about that. And that's why this is the Be More For Real podcast. Remember that, because we're going to talk about things that they just don't talk about. They just don't seem to touch. This the realest conversation on the planet. I mean, like, the entertainment from through and through. Whenever we are given an image, whenever we are portrayed somewhere, it's just like we have a bad image. We have a bad reputation. We were talking about tipping. Black people even have a bad reputation of tipping when you go out to eat and you get in service. I mean, like, how bad does it have to get for us to wake up? We the people that started civilization. Let's be real. Let's be more for real about the situation. The same people that started civilization are now acting uncivilized and uncouth.
So let me explain something. What's the solution?
Man, the solution is getting back right with foundational principles. I've always preached that we always needed a code of conduct. See, it's nowhere you can go that's actually of importance that doesn't have a code of conduct. Will Smith found that out at the Grammys or the Oscars, whatever the hell it was, when he smacked Chris Rock. You feel what I'm saying? Like, even up there, when you get in your awards, they got a certain code of conduct. You can't even come there dressed like how you want to. People go to their jobs and you dress for the employer. You take the employer's dress code. You take the employer's code of conduct. When we come to America, what we're supposed to do is have the American code of conduct, follow the American laws and all that stuff. And brother Maurice is about to sum it up all in what I'm saying. He said there are rules that govern all things. What are the rules that govern us? See, that's what I was saying. Even now in the streets, like, man, it's no rules. It's like, if you had an enemy and you're trying to get to your enemy, you would shoot 29 people just to kill one. Which means you're shooting 30 people just to kill one person, and you probably kill, you like you said, you probably kill the innocent person and don't even get your target in the process. Like, this is the uncivilized, the non-foundational principles that we have. There's no code of conduct for our people. It's like nobody can say nothing to our kids. You see our kids messing up and all that stuff. The moment you see your kids being messed up out here, can't nobody say nothing to your child now. The teacher can't say nothing to your child now. The person that's responsible for daycare and watching your child, they can't say nothing to your child now. And I understand these are days and times where people can't be trusted with your child. I understand those things, but we have to have discernment as parents and as adults to discern these things. And that's what I'm saying. We just don't have these traits. How is it that we don't have these traits? When animals have families and run their families way better than us, monkeys run their families way better than us. They understand how family operates way better than us. And we are the only race like that. If you look it up, the races out here, they they don't talk about their families like that. They don't make music about killing themselves like that, and things of that nature. They just don't. We the only culture on the face of this planet. Africans, Jamaicans, they don't even make music like that. I'm gonna kill you. Every day, all day, I'm gonna sell some drugs to you. I'm gonna take your woman. I'm gonna take your wife. What other culture does that? It's just us, right? It's just us, but we asking for justice, right? Justice is just us. When are we going to give it together and it's just us. That's my thing, and I'm very adamant about this. And we got a comment from a very special person as well. Mama Angel, she said Baltimore is known for crabs. What are we? We are what we eat. Excuse me. Baltimore is known for crabs. We are what we eat. And that, oh wow, I'm gonna let that marinate for y'all. The mentality seems to be grab a hold. Excuse me. The mentality seems to be grab hold, pull down, so you can be on top. So I mean, like, yeah, and that's very interesting that you say that. Baltimore is a city known for crabs. Maryland and this whole Chesapeake area as well
Known for crabs.
is known for crabs. And there's no wonder why we're a crab in a
No.
bucket city, man. I mean, like, that is an awesome analogy. That is an awesome analogy. That's an awesome analogy. And we appreciate everybody that's tuning in, man. We really do. We hope y'all go over to that YouTube. Y'all like, share, subscribe, share this stream, man. We talk about something real all the time. Be more for real, man. Let's go.
Actually, I really do admire that passion. That work the passion. That should tell you how you felt about that. I mean, we do this podcast regularly. That really touched you.
Yeah.
But see, when that touch you all to make a difference. See, I'm 60. I have to say this 1,001 times. I mean, here it is. We can be there for you all, but it's you all time to make a difference, because if you're not, your children are going to have to go through the same situation or worse that you all went through. So you all got to make a difference. Just like you said, look at what we have now. It's nothing that respect the black man that's out here. People get upset when I say this, but make it clear.
Right.
White man rules and regulations, policies and procedures have us stunned, have us stuck, had us spinning out of control. If you all don't do something about it, can you imagine your grandchildren?
Mm-hmm. How much more? How much more? And so we appreciate everybody. Like we said, look, if you got comments, we'd like for you to join the YouTube or the Facebook. Throw your comments on there, so your comments will be definitely heard. We appreciate everybody for viewing in advance. Go head over to that YouTube, man. We can't stress enough. We're doing some things, man. We're really doing some things. Go ahead and share the stream if you're getting something out of it as well. And we want to appreciate everybody as well for joining the stream. We can't reiterate that enough.